Life on Earth is a marvel, a breathtaking tapestry of diverse forms, each more fascinating than the last, from the towering giraffes of the African savanna, gracefully stretching their necks to reach the highest leaves, to the vibrant coral reefs teeming beneath the waves where colorful fish dart among the corals. Life exists in a dazzling array of shapes, sizes, and adaptations, each uniquely suited to its environment. But this incredible diversity didn't just appear overnight. It is the result of countless generations of gradual change. It is the product of a slow, gradual process called evolution, which has been shaping life for billions of years. Evolution is the idea that all living things share a common ancestor, a single root from which the tree of life branched out. Over billions of years, this tree has grown and branched out, giving rise to the vast diversity of species we see today. It's the driving force behind the development of new species and the extinction of others, a continuous cycle of life and death. Understanding evolution is key to comprehending the interconnectedness of all life on Earth, from the smallest bacteria to the largest whale, each playing a role in the grand tapestry of life. This process of change is driven by a variety of mechanisms, including natural selection, genetic drift, and mutation, each playing a crucial role in shaping the living world around us, ensuring that life continues to adapt and thrive. These mechanisms are the invisible hands that sculpt and mold life, guiding its evolution and adaptation, ensuring its survival and adaptation in the face of ever-changing environments, from the harshest deserts to the deepest oceans. In this exploration of evolution, we will delve into some of these key mechanisms, uncovering the secrets behind the incredible diversity of life, unraveling the mysteries behind the awe-inspiring diversity of life on our planet, and gaining a deeper appreciation for the intricate web of life that surrounds us. One of the most important mechanisms of evolution is natural selection, often dubbed survival of the fittest. This principle is fundamental to understanding how life evolves on our planet. This simple yet powerful concept explains how species change over time in response to their environment, adapting to new challenges and opportunities. Imagine a population of beetles, some green and some brown, living on a lush green island. This island is teeming with life and offers a perfect setting for our story. The green beetles are well camouflaged against the foliage, making it difficult for predatory birds to spot them. They blend seamlessly into their surroundings. The brown beetles, on the other hand, stand out against the green background, making them easy targets for hungry birds. Their visibility puts them at a disadvantage. As a result, the brown beetles are picked off more frequently, leaving fewer offspring to pass on their genes. This selective pressure shapes the population. Over generations, the proportion of green beetles in the population increases, as they are more likely to survive and reproduce. This shift is gradual but significant. This simple example illustrates how natural selection favors individuals with traits that increase their chances of survival and reproduction, ensuring the continuation of those traits, leading to gradual changes in the characteristics of a population over time. This is the essence of evolution, a continuous process shaping the diversity of life on Earth. Another important mechanism of evolution is gene flow, the movement of genes between populations. This can occur when individuals migrate from one population to another, bringing with them new variations of genes. Imagine two populations of flowers, one with red petals and one with white petals. A gust of wind carries pollen from the white flowers to the population of red flowers. Some of the red flowers are pollinated by the white flower pollen, resulting in offspring with pink petals. This introduction of new genes into the red flower population changes the overall genetic makeup of the group. Gene flow acts like a bridge, connecting different populations and allowing for the exchange of genetic information, which can lead to new combinations of traits and increased genetic diversity. Mutations, which are random changes in an organism's DNA, are the ultimate source of all genetic variation. These changes can occur due to errors during DNA replication or as a result of environmental factors like radiation and chemicals. They are like tiny typos in the genetic code, and while most are neutral or even harmful, some can be beneficial, providing a selective advantage. These beneficial mutations can help organisms adapt to their environment, increasing their chances of survival and reproduction. A classic example of mutation-driving evolution is the peppered moth in England. This species has been extensively studied and provides a clear illustration of how environmental changes can influence the prevalence of certain traits within a population. Before the Industrial Revolution, most peppered moths were light-colored, blending perfectly with the lichen-covered trees they rested on. This camouflage helped them avoid predators, primarily birds, which relied on sight to hunt. However, as pollution from factories darkened the tree trunks, the light-colored moths became easy prey for birds. The soot and pollution killed the lichen, exposing the lighter moths against the now darkened bark. A mutation arose that caused some moths to be born with dark wings. This mutation, although initially rare, provided a significant advantage in the new polluted environment. These dark moths were better camouflaged against the polluted trees, giving them a survival advantage. Birds found it harder to spot and catch these dark-winged moths, allowing them to survive and reproduce more successfully. Over time, the frequency of the dark-colored moths increased dramatically, demonstrating how mutations can provide the raw material for natural selection to act upon. This shift in the moth population is a powerful example of how quickly evolutionary changes can occur in response to environmental pressures. Section 5. Choosing a partner. Peacocks and their flashy feathers. Selective mating, also known as non-random mating, occurs when individuals within a population are picky about who they choose to mate with. This can be based on factors like physical appearance, behavior, or even genetic compatibility. The classic example of selective mating is the peacock's tail. Male peacocks have evolved elaborate and colorful tail feathers, which they display to attract females. Females prefer males with larger, more vibrant tails, even though these tails make the males more vulnerable to predators. This preference for extravagant tails drives the evolution of increasingly elaborate displays over generations, even if they come at a cost to survival. Selective mating highlights how mate choice can influence the evolution of certain traits, sometimes leading to exaggerated features that might seem disadvantageous at first glance. Section 6. When disaster strikes. The cheetah's story. Bottleneck events are dramatic reductions in population size that can occur due to factors like natural disasters, disease outbreaks, or human activities. When a population is drastically reduced, it can lead to a loss of genetic diversity. Imagine a population of cheetahs living in Africa thousands of years ago. A severe drought strikes, wiping out a large portion of the cheetah population. By chance, the surviving cheetahs possess a limited amount of genetic diversity compared to the original population. This reduced genetic diversity can have long-term consequences, making the population more susceptible to diseases and less adaptable to environmental changes. Section 7. A symphony of mechanisms. Each of these mechanisms, natural selection, gene flow, mutation, selective mating, and bottleneck events, plays a crucial role in shaping the diversity of life on Earth. They act in concert, sometimes reinforcing each other, sometimes opposing one another, creating a complex and dynamic evolutionary dance. Natural selection acts as the editor, favoring traits that increase survival and reproductive success. Gene flow acts as the bridge, connecting populations and introducing new genetic variations. Mutations provide the raw material, the random sparks of change that fuel evolution. Selective mating acts as the artist, shaping the aesthetics and behaviors of species. And while bottleneck events can be devastating, they can also lead to new evolutionary pathways as populations adapt to survive. Section 8. A final word. Evolution's enduring wonder. Evolution is a continuous process, a never-ending story of adaptation and change. It's a reminder that the natural world is not static, but rather a fluid and dynamic system, constantly responding to the forces of nature. By understanding the mechanisms of evolution, we gain a deeper appreciation for the interconnectedness of all living things and the remarkable journey that has shaped life on Earth into the awe-inspiring tapestry we see today.